Hi there, this is Mark Stokes Denson of Denson Blake Limited. We are kitchen design. I've blanked out the name of the client because I don't want to sort of give too much away. Okay, just very quickly, you can see here this is the original model. I'm just quickly flicking you through the presentation of the client. Gives you an idea of how we work with people and what we do. So here you can see utilising the space differently and trying the kitchen in different areas. We've looked here at the kitchen in this area here is where the original kitchen is. At the moment, the extension here is the work. So it's whether we utilise the existing space and into the extension, put an island in and the dining table here, and this can remain the lounge. Whether we look to make this like a secondary lounge, this the dining area and extension of the lounge, and the kitchen in the middle of the house. Again, we've maybe looked at taking out the central wall and turning this into some tall storage and making a real feature of the back of it or the other side, so it looks like a wall. It could be clad in wood, it could be all sorts, so it looks hidden in actual fact. I believe that could be quite striking, but you know, looking at different ways of configuring the kitchen, so well, this is more like the client had in mind. This one here. We make notes in our thoughts as well about how the design is and what it means. So from here, the client, we try and show different angles as well as to what it may look like. From here, the client chooses some basic layouts to explore. The client settled on a couple, so we explored those. This is using the existing kitchen space and then going into the middle of the house. So we explored both these and sort of presented the red areas are where there are appliances. We put the same appliances in both, and that way the client has a comparison, try and put people in it so they can get an idea of proportion. So here you can see what it looks like at different angles. And the client started to settle on this one here. So we've then, again, mind you, it's just showing more angles of the same thing so the client can understand a bit more about what it looks like in different parts of the kitchen. Okay, so the client had settled on using this space in the middle of the house. So now we're playing with the different sort of configurations, how it could look, and we could put tall storage here, just an island, keep it all clean. We can put tall storage and put it around more like an L-shaped traditional U, like a solid L or a U. There's no feature on here, by the way, because this is really just about getting the layout right at the moment. And here you can see different shapes that look, creating some symmetry or not, making a big bank, put it on the opposite wall. And the client opted for this one, this kind of idea here. You can see, put tall storage in, make it galley, something in the middle to get storage, move the cooker over here maybe. And that's where we're up to. So I'm going to jump to where we're up to now. So what we're doing now is starting to actually turn those blocks into real space, real units. So as you can see, the layout's still there. This is, let's delete some of the guides, actually, don't need all them poking around. Now what we've done is the client wanted more appliances, obviously, so we've included those in here now. So as you can see, if you zoom in, we've now got at the moment, let's go also re-centralise that. The washing machine and tumble dryer in here. The purpose for doing this is it makes them jump out. We can see clearly where the appliances are. There's no obviously confusion about that. We've got we start to rack out the shelving, so you can start to see what it would look like shelving wise, how much storage is in it. This might be a pull out mechanism, these to either side. These are quite tall units. The washing machine and tumble dryer could go here, which I personally think might be a bit better, if I'm honest. because it could we could take these out, reduce the size of this, and it'd free up more space for storage. Because this has become quite a main storage area with the fridge, freezer, lots of room to store food and pull outs, etc., etc. And because it's backing onto the kitchen symmetrically, it makes a lot of sense to have it there. This is where the dishwasher will be. We've got a range. You can start to see them starting to rack out the units now. We've built the corner post in. These are units of all the right size, all dimensioned up. And with this one here, for example, what we will do is we will have this unit made to go around. So what we'll end up doing is, if you can imagine, if I'll draw it on roughly speaking, because we make the units to suit, they're not standard. We can make them how we like. So what we'll end up doing with this unit is making it so it is cut along this line here, so that this becomes the unit, and that way you don't get an odd gap here. It's not hacked out. It'll actually get made in that shape. So when it comes to fitting it in the room, we've got room to move in case there's an adjustment in the sizes of the build, etc., etc. But also it means then we can make this unit look really neat. But I'll get rid of those guides now. And this is where drawers may be down here, and the beauty of having this 3D is that you can walk around it all. So we'll have drawers in here potentially, some deeper drawers, and then a slim drawer for cutlery, and the same on the other side. This will be potentially just a corner unit, just sort of racked out with shelving. Shelving's the best use for those kind of things, to be fair. These are just wall cupboards. They've been infilled to the wall, so you can start to see how it's going to look and fit. Again, we keep it all white at the minute. We're just trying to get the storage right, the shape, make sure that there's enough, because it's all very well having a nicely designed kitchen, but if the storage isn't sufficient, it's pretty much useless. So we can start to see how that's going to work as a kitchen. Is enough storage and and space and enough places to cook, etc., etc. Get rid of that cheeky end panel that's poking out. Go, got rid of that. Okay, so you can see that we've got shelving, all that can be moved around. I've really got to start looking at racking these out, so I'll give you a quick go. So at the moment we'd usually just put in this is a single unit, a 600. They've all been copied for now from one to the other, so the great thing with this means that as I draw the shelf in, I can then literally make the shelf fit the unit. So I tend to bring it and chop it 45 short. Control X, and then what we'll do is just bring that into here, like so, and come out of that, and all the other 600 units will have the shelf in now. Gives them an idea of how that's going to work. Yep, there you go, all the units have got the shelf in. Likewise, we can put some drawer fronts in here, or some drawers rather. I'll do those separately, but we're starting to build this kitchen up. You can see how we start to model it. Everything's drawn individually to suit. It just allows us to be able to understand more about the kitchen and also get the design right. It's very flexible. And then we come down to after this stage, once the client's happy with the amount of storage, space, positioning. We start to look at the door design and get all that correct for them. And then from there on we can colour it up, get everything right, make the room 3D, finish the room off so it looks like a real room, as opposed to what it looks like now. Yeah, and then the clients go everything they need. Yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed that presentation. I'm just at the moment tweaking this dishwasher because the built-in dishwasher actually doesn't look like that. I can just set that back. It's more like it would be. That's better. Okay, and there you go. That's a quick overview of how we start to design and work out the actual storage in a kitchen as opposed to just the way it's going to look. And we can then adjust these if they want more shelves or different drawer configurations. All that can be dealt with at this stage. So the point being is that the client knows exactly what they're getting. Unlike other design packages, most other design packages just show you the actual kitchen as it'll look and not how it's going to work internally. We put everything into it so you can see exactly what's what, and that way your models, there's no questions, you know exactly what you're going to get. Thank you for that, and thanks for watching.